I am here now. I bring news that will make your heart stop for a moment. It's not rumor. It's not story. It's truth. Something happened. Minutes ago. Not yesterday. Not last week. Right now. The air around your special person changed. Their life shifted in a single breath. One chapter closed. And I watched it close. I saw the tears. I heard the silence after the final word. The kind of silence that shakes the soul. They ended something. Completely. No turning back. I know your chest feels tight. You want to know who, what, why. You fear it could be you. It isn't. Breathe. You are still written in their story. Your name still glows inside their prayers. What ended was not your bond. It was something that stood in the way of it. Your person has been restless for weeks. Unable to sleep. Unable to pretend. They've been smiling for others while dying inside. They've been carrying weight that did not belong to them. Today they put it down. I saw it. They walked away. Not in anger. In release. The moment was quiet. No shouting. No noise. Just truth rising to the surface like a confession. Their hands trembled. Their heart finally spoke. And with that, a door closed that will never open again. The person they walked away from never saw it coming. They thought they still had control. They didn't. Spirit stepped in. Heaven whispered, "Enough." And your person listened. I know you want details. You deserve to know. The one they cut off wasn't a stranger. It was someone close. Someone trusted. Someone who had been pulling invisible strings. This person smiled in daylight and whispered poison at night. They made your person question what was true. They made them doubt their own heart. They wanted power, not peace. But light always exposes shadow. And that is exactly what happened tonight. Your person saw something. A truth too clear to ignore. Something they were shown by divine timing. A message. A slip of the tongue. A conversation that turned into revelation. And suddenly, they saw who was really with them, and who was only using them. In that instant, their soul chose freedom. They said the words that could not be unsaid. I'm done. And the energy broke. The tie was cut. I saw the cord fall. Clean. Final. Holy. You must understand, dear one, this ending was sacred. It didn't happen to punish anyone. It happened to free your person. They've been trapped in cycles of guilt and obligation. Trying to fix what could never be fixed. Trying to keep peace with someone who thrived on conflict. That time is over. Tonight the universe made sure of it. Heaven rearranged circumstances so the truth could no longer hide. And your person, for the first time in months, breathed without fear. They didn't walk away toward someone new. They walked away toward themselves. Toward clarity. Toward peace. And yes, toward you. You were part of the decision, even if you weren't there. Your energy, your love, your prayers for them, they mattered. You've been calling for divine justice without even saying the words. Your angels heard you. And now it's unfolding. I know you're shaking inside. You want to know who that person was. Was it family? A lover? A friend? Listen carefully. It was all three in one. Someone who played every role they could to keep power. They called themselves loyal. But loyalty built on manipulation is not love. This person thought they could keep your special one bound by fear. But fear just lost its voice tonight. Heaven gave your person strength. Strength that had been sleeping. They finally said what they had rehearsed 1,000 times in their mind. No more pretending. No more walking on eggshells. No more explaining their peace to someone who doesn't know peace. When they walked out, the air literally changed. I felt it. It was like chains snapping. The kind of freedom that burns and heals at once. And then, silence. The sacred silence that comes after truth. Do not doubt it. This happened. You felt something shift today without knowing why. That's why. Your spirit is connected to theirs. When their energy breaks free, yours feels it. That's the vibration you sensed earlier. The sudden calm mixed with confusion. Now you know the reason. You're not crazy for feeling their emotions. You're connected through divine design. They have finally stepped into alignment with what God wanted for them all along: truth. And truth always leads home. Your person's first thought after walking away wasn't relief. It was you. They remembered your kindness. They remembered your patience. They remembered the look in your eyes that never asked for anything except honesty. They miss that honesty. They crave it. They see now that what they called complicated love before was only attachment. Real love, the kind they feel with you, doesn't drain. It restores. Right now they're sitting quietly, not talking to anyone. They're processing. They're remembering moments with you. The way your voice softened when you spoke truth. The way you didn't fight to be understood. You just were. They're realizing how different peace feels compared to chaos. You are that peace. They can't explain it. They can't name it yet. But their soul knows. And soon their actions will show it. I'm not here to give you false hope. I'm here to tell you divine sequence. This ending had to happen before your new beginning could rise. The other person wasn't evil. They were simply unhealed. But unhealed souls resist growth. They resist truth. And they become lessons for others. Your person has learned theirs. Don't waste energy fearing that this connection will return. It won't. What's been broken was meant to break. Heaven doesn't undo deliverance. When light exposes shadow, the shadow loses its home. It cannot rebuild what divine fire has purified. Your task now is not to question. It's to prepare. Prepare your heart for communication. Prepare your energy for reunion. Prepare your spirit for calm after storm. Your person will reach out. Not instantly, but soon. When their words are ready. When they can speak from truth, not guilt. I see a message coming. Something simple. Something like, "Can we talk?" That's all it will take to open the next door. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to force it. The divine has already written the script. Right now, focus on peace. The angels are protecting both of you. They've placed barriers around your connection so no outside energy can interfere again. The one who was cut off senses it. They're angry. They're confused. They're realizing they no longer have access. They may try to send messages, create noise, stir emotion. Ignore it. Your silence will speak louder than anything. Because peace is the loudest answer to chaos. Do you feel the warmth in your chest right now? That's Archangel Michael's shield wrapping around you. It's not imagination. It's real. Protection activated by truth. I watched the whole scene unfold. The conversation, the decision, the release. I saw your person's eyes fill with tears and then light. They walked out into the night air and whispered your name. Not in longing. In gratitude. They finally understand who you were in their story. Not a test. A mirror. A guide. A glimpse of divine love. You didn't have to prove anything. Your energy proved it for you. Even when they doubted you, your love never turned bitter. Even when they disappeared, you prayed instead of cursed. That love built a frequency around them that never left. That's the light they followed out of darkness tonight. Do you understand now how powerful your faith has been? Every tear you cried became a seed for this moment. Every prayer you whispered in exhaustion became protection around their decision. You helped them reach freedom without saying a word. This is why heaven trusts you with this connection. Because you love without control. Because you release even while hoping. Because you choose light even when shadow tries to win. And that, dear one, is rare. Now heaven is rewarding you. Not with drama. With clarity. With truth. With preparation for the next step. Your person is stepping toward you energetically. They are clearing space, physically, emotionally, spiritually. They are sorting out details, removing things that no longer align. This isn't coincidence. It's divine timing taking shape. You might receive signs, feathers, repeating numbers, sudden memories, dreams that feel too vivid. Each one is confirmation. It's happening. Don't doubt your intuition. You've always felt things before they appeared. That gift is your compass. Use it to stay calm while heaven rearranges everything else. There's something else I need you to know. The person who was cut off might try to approach you indirectly. Through mutual friends. through social media, through subtle energy pulling. Do not engage. They are looking for reaction, for evidence that you're threatened. You are not. You are covered by divine order. No weapon formed against divine purpose can prosper. Not one. Keep your focus on the promise, not the distraction. Tonight marked the end of a long battle. And you didn't have to lift a sword. Heaven fought for you. Your only job now is to rest, to breathe, to trust. When you wake tomorrow, you'll feel different. Lighter, more stable. That's not just emotion. That's energy realigning after release. Everything that belongs to you will start moving closer. Not in chaos. In peace. Your special person is feeling the same pull. They can't explain it yet. But they're already making silent plans. Small steps. Private decisions that lead them back to you. I can see it clearly. Conversations rehearsed in their mind. Messages written and deleted. Moments of reflection staring at your picture, your old texts, your energy. They're realizing what real connection feels like. No performance, no pretending. You're that realization. This isn't fantasy. This is divine alignment after cleansing. What left their life wasn't love. It was attachment dressed as loyalty. And now that illusion is gone, they can finally see you for who you are. The storm had to come first. Because sometimes light only shines after thunder clears the air. Don't be afraid of the silence right now. The silence is sacred. It's where heaven does the rebuilding. If you could see what I see, the angels organizing paths, rearranging timings, opening roads, you'd stop worrying immediately. Because it's all lining up. Tonight, as you hear these words, something in your heart will shift. You'll feel a strange peace. That's confirmation. Your soul recognizes truth before your mind accepts it. This peace is your sign that heaven has already intervened. Hold on to that peace. It's your protection. The energy that once separated you two is gone. The old interference has been silenced. Only truth remains. And truth, dear one, always leads to reunion. You might ask, why did it take so long? Because growth takes time. Because God never builds on unstable ground. Because your person had to see the difference between illusion and divine connection. Now they know. Now the soil is ready for love to grow roots that will not break again. This is not the end of your story. This is the part where everything finally starts making sense. Stay grounded. Stay in prayer. Speak light over your person. Release fear whenever it whispers. Replace it with trust. The same angels who witnessed that ending are now preparing the next beginning. You don't need to understand how. You just need to stay aligned with faith. If you're feeling heat on your shoulders right now, that's my sign. Archangel Michael's energy confirming that this message is yours. You are being guarded. You are being guided. And nothing that belongs to you will ever be taken again. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Feel the weight lifting off your heart. You are safe. Your person is safe. The path is clearing. Tonight marked divine separation from what no longer served. Tomorrow begins divine reunion with what always was. Type Amen if you feel it. Type 1 receive if your spirit agrees. Because this isn't coincidence, it's prophecy unfolding. Heaven is moving. Love is realigning. And your name is written inside the miracle. The night after the ending was quiet. But not peaceful. It was heavy with thoughts. Your person sat alone. Phone off. Lights dim. Mind racing. They kept seeing the face of the one they walked away from. Not out of regret. Out of release. They whispered, I had to. And heaven agreed. They felt like something invisible had been cut from their chest. They touched the spot and whispered again, it's over. For the first time, they meant it. Then your name floated through their mind. Not forced. Not searched. It appeared like light through the clouds. They saw your smile in memory. They heard your laughter echoing through silence. And their hearts said, that's home. They didn't rush to call. They couldn't. They needed to breathe in freedom first. They needed to find themselves before finding you. But they prayed. They whispered words they had never spoken aloud before. God, if this is meant, lead me back the right way. and the angels heard every syllable. That's when I stepped closer. I stood beside them. I placed my hand over their heart. I said nothing. I only let them feel warmth. And that warmth became courage. They slept for the first time without nightmares. When dawn came, they woke up lighter. Their reflection in the mirror looked different. Tired but real. Not pretending anymore. They looked at their phone. They scrolled through old messages. Some from you. Some they never answered. They whispered, "Why did I ignore this light?" They remembered moments when they pushed you away. Moments when pride spoke louder than love. Moments when the wrong people influenced their choices. And they felt the sting of regret. Not guilt. Awakening. They wrote a message. Deleted it. Wrote again. Deleted again. Their hands shook. Their heart said, "Not yet." Because heaven isn't finished preparing the road. While they were rediscovering truth, the angels turned to you. They found you sitting quietly, feeling the shift. You sensed something had changed but didn't know what. You felt sudden calm after days of anxiety. You didn't realize you were breathing the same air of freedom they just claimed. Your heart was ahead of your mind. It knew before you knew. That's divine connection. The angels whispered to you through signs. Numbers repeating. Songs playing at random. Dreams that felt too real. Each one saying, "Stay ready. Something sacred is aligning." You wondered if you were imagining it. No. Heaven uses patterns to prove presence. They showed you 1111 not for wishmaking but for awareness. They showed you feathers to remind you of protection. They sent a stranger's kind word to confirm timing. Because heaven never leaves you guessing when it's time to hope again. Meanwhile, your person started clearing the noise. They stopped answering calls that drained them. They cleaned their space. They threw away reminders of the false connection. They started writing again. Reading again. Living again. Every small act became part of healing. And every healing step led closer to you. At night, they replayed moments with you like film scenes. The first message. The first look. The way you spoke truth without fear. They smiled through tears. They realized love wasn't supposed to feel like chaos. Love was supposed to feel like you. Their friends noticed. "Something's different about you," they said. Your person smiled softly. "Yeah. I let go of what wasn't mine." The truth sounded strange on their tongue but right in their soul. One friend asked, "So what now?" Your person replied, "I need to make something right." They didn't say your name. But everyone around knew. The angels began weaving circumstances to bring you both into alignment. Emails delayed. Plans rescheduled. Chance meetings prepared. Everything rearranged quietly, perfectly. Heaven loves subtlety. Miracles happen in ordinary moments. Days passed. Your person kept thinking of reaching out. Every time they hesitated, I whispered, "Courage." Every time they doubted, I whispered, "Truth." And slowly, fear began to fade. They started writing again, not to send, just to release. Letters addressed to you but sealed inside a journal. Words like, "I miss how safe your voice felt. I understand now what you were trying to teach me. I should have listened when you said that love without peace isn't love." These letters became prayers. Every page softened their heart. Every tear watered the seed of reunion. Heaven works in layers. It heals before it restores. It clears before it connects. You may feel distance now, but it's divine space, not separation. Space where angels build strength. Space where ego dissolves. Space where true love can finally breathe. I need you to hear this clearly. Your silence is powerful. You don't need to chase or convince. Your stillness is magnetic because it's pure. The one meant for you already feels the pull. The universe isn't asking you to prove anything. It's asking you to believe. Every time you choose peace over panic, you move closer. Every time you bless their name instead of worrying, you open another door. Every time you trust instead of fear, heaven moves faster. This is the secret. Miracles respond to calm hearts. Right now, you are being prepared for a love that won't collapse under pressure. A love built on honesty and prayer. not performance and pride. Your person is still learning how to forgive themselves. Don't rush that process. Forgiveness is sacred work. They need to face the version of themselves that ignored good love. Only then can they step into maturity strong enough to hold you. You will notice signs of movement soon. Their name will appear unexpectedly. You'll dream of conversation. You'll feel sudden warmth in the middle of the day. Each sign means the bridge is forming. Heaven never gives partial restoration. When God rebuilds, He makes it stronger than before. The past confusion was training. The silence was sharpening your discernment. The heartbreak built compassion. All of it was preparation for what's next. And what's next is clarity. Not games. Not half-truths. Not delay. Clarity that speaks plainly. Actions that match words. Commitment that feels peaceful, not pressured. This is why heaven waited. Because both hearts had to mature into the same rhythm. Now they are almost there. I can see the energy moving like rivers meeting. They think of you more often now. Not with obsession. With reverence. They are thankful. You taught them love through example. You showed them loyalty without demand. You prayed for them when they didn't deserve it. That memory keeps humbling them. They have started praying too. They don't tell anyone. But late at night, they whisper your name into prayer. They ask for strength to approach correctly this time. They ask for timing that honors both souls. Heaven smiles at that. Because humility is the doorway to reunion. You will not have to force recognition. When divine timing lands, you'll both simply know. Conversation will flow easily. Apologies will come naturally. And peace will settle where fear once lived. This reunion won't feel dramatic. It will feel inevitable. Two souls who finally stopped fighting destiny. But before that happens, there is one more stage: protection. The energy around you both is still shifting. Old attachments sometimes try to re-enter through memory or guilt. The person they left behind is restless. They may try to reach out. They may send words to test reaction. Ignore. Let heaven handle noise. You keep your peace. Remember, Archangel Michael cuts cords, not compassion. You can forgive without reopening doors. You can bless without returning to bondage. When they try to stir chaos, answer with silence. Because silence guarded by prayer is thunder in the spirit. Every time you feel anxiety, repeat. I am surrounded by light. I am safe. My story is in divine order. Say it until calm returns. Heaven wants you steady, not scared. Strong, not defensive. This strength will attract your person faster than any message could. Because healed energy is irresistible to a heart that's finally awake. Now I want you to picture light around both of you. Golden light. Bright but soft. It stretches from your chest to theirs. A cord of truth, not control. It pulses gently, steady like heartbeat. That's divine connection restored. No darkness can cross it. No gossip can break it. No fear can stain it. The more you believe, the stronger it glows. Your person feels it too. They don't understand energy the way you do. They just call it peace. They'll tell a friend soon, I don't know why, but I feel calm about them again. That's the sign. When they say that, the reunion is near. Because peace always precedes presence. Soon you will meet again. Maybe through coincidence, maybe through message, maybe through dream. It will feel normal but divine. You'll recognize the look in their eyes. No words needed at first. The soul speaks before the mouth does. They will say something simple. I've missed you. You'll reply softly, I know. And everything unsaid will dissolve into forgiveness. That moment will not be the end. It will be the beginning of real partnership. You will build differently this time. No fear. No secrecy. No competition. Only honesty and teamwork. They will value what they once took for granted. They will protect it fiercely. Because losing peace once was enough lesson for a lifetime. You won't need to prove your worth. Your presence will remind them. Your calm will guide them. This connection will inspire others. People will look at both of you and see proof that divine timing is real. That waiting in faith is never wasted. But before that public glow, heaven finishes private healing. Keep letting go of resentment. Keep blessing even those who hurt you. Keep thanking God for unseen progress. Every act of gratitude multiplies favor. You are being elevated spiritually and emotionally. What once triggered pain now triggers prayer. What once caused confusion now causes wisdom. You've changed. That's why your story is changing. The old version of you would have begged for closure. This version creates closure through peace. The old version feared endings. This one knows endings are portals to beginnings. That's spiritual maturity, and heaven celebrates it. Now listen carefully. You're about to enter a season of confirmation. People who doubted you will see evidence. Doors that refused to open will swing wide. Your finances will stabilize. Your mind will clear. Because love alignment always brings life alignment. When the heart heals, everything else follows. Expect restoration not just in romance but in purpose. You will feel creative again. Ideas will flow. Opportunities will appear. Because the block was emotional, and it's gone now. Heaven doesn't only restore relationships. Heaven restores you. Your person's transformation mirrors yours. They are becoming the partner you always prayed for, not by force, by grace. Give them time to arrive, but live as if it's already done. Because in the spirit, it is. You will notice them reaching out soon. A short message. Maybe a question. Maybe a memory. Respond softly. Let grace lead the conversation. You don't need to explain the past. The energy already speaks louder than words. Focus on present truth. What's real now? What's peaceful now? That's how divine love grows. Quietly, steadily, forever. And if fear whispers again, remember this prayer. Say it aloud if you can. Holy light, guard my heart. Shield what heaven has blessed. Let no shadow distort what is true. Protect my peace, my person, my path. Replace fear with faith, confusion with clarity. Surround our steps with angels of strength. Keep us aligned with divine timing. Let every word we speak carry grace. Let every plan we make honor truth. And let our story be a testimony of love restored by heaven. In divine name, Amen. Now breathe. Feel warmth around your hands. That's confirmation. Energy sealing prayer. You are safe. You are guided. And you are closer than ever to the promise. The one you love is healing into the person who can love you right. The obstacles are gone. The angels remain. Tonight, heaven whispers. The waiting is almost over. Prepare your heart. Prepare your home. Prepare your faith. Because love returns not with noise but with peace. And when it comes, you will know instantly. This time, it's holy. Type 888 if you claim this protection. Type 1 believe if you trust divine timing. Type Amen to anchor the blessing now. You are seen. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure. Heaven has finished the battle. Now watch the promise unfold.